Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, and the USO. We use the daily, weekly, monthly time frame. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Well, actually, we used the 10-minute and the 60-minute, but that's more intraday stuff. But let me show you this on the 10-minute. So again, guys, distribution at the highs. They sell it off, sell it off. This was the DB news, whatever that was, and they push it up. It's like a slingshot. Boing, all the sellers stop. The Fed's just in there pushing, boing, right back up, comes back in. And then today, gap up, gap and go. Look, they tried to get it above all the moving averages here. The 60-minute too. Look where they opened it. They opened it right above these areas of resistance. If that doesn't tell you that there's somebody in there doing something as grandma, and then I don't know what. But look, they brought it right back up into these highs yesterday. Remember the problem they had here, getting above the 200 moving average? But we actually did confirm today, but the last 10 minutes of the day, they dumped it out in grandma's face, which was awesome. But that tells me, again, pushes all the way to the top. I mean, if you had 5 million shares of the SPY, would you want to sell at 214 or would you want to sell at 217? Tell me. So guess what? Oh, thanks for the push up for a day and a half. I'm going to sell in your face now. Boom, 10 million shares dumped at the last minute, and we're actually going down a little bit after hours, which really doesn't mean anything, but got to keep an eye on that. But what a fun day today. Let me tell you, Twilio came in real nice. What else came in? There's one other one. Oh, Netflix. Netflix went up. We talked about that in my video last night. The only way this thing's going to go up is on news. Guess what happened? News. Guess what happened? Straight up. You just can't make this stuff up. And it is options expiration, or not the main one, but there are options that are expiring today short term. And apparently they needed something up to not pay the option premium. Chipotle too. That I mean, really another, that thing. Anyways, not to get off the subject or anything. So the SPY here we go, chopping around, sloppy consolidation, inside bar, bearish pattern. They tried to recapture the 50 MA, never did it. We're inside this bar now too. So let's see what happens next week. We closed it on the weekly, but we got below the 216.67 area. Still in an inside bar on the weekly chart as well. The monthly closed today, closed a little bit below the doji candle. I would love to have seen it close below that, but hey, we'll take it. Two little dojis and a spinner on a monthly. I'll take what they give us. Let's go back to the daily though, but they did keep it in between the moving averages, so technically it's in a neutral stance. But since we're inside this bar still, I still believe we're going lower. It's going to be a matter of time. IWM again, lagging indicator, still can't make it to the all-time highs, which is right here around 129.20. Still can't get there. They made a really good effort the other day, got it to that little pink pivot line, and then right back inside bar pattern. They did get it above the 20 MA. They had to do that at least. They had a lot of work today. They meeting the central bankers and Janet Yellen. They're the only ones that are buying this market. I can't see anybody else doing it. So every time they push it up, someone comes in and distributes in their face. Like I said, are you going to be distributing it down here at 119, or are you going to be distributing here at 126? If you have 5-6 million shares of the IWM, where would you be selling? You're selling up at the high. So that you're going to let her push it up, then you start dumping in her face again. And just wait until they all start running for the exit. It's going to be lights out. So you have an inside bar bearish pattern setting up 5 days in a row, pretty much going nowhere, up and down, irrational action. That tells me that markets are making a top. Weekly chart, same thing. Inside bar, I want to see it close above this big red bar on a weekly basis. Then maybe, actually no, I won't be bullish. I'll still be bearish. Sorry. There's a time to be a bull. There's a time to be a bear. Right now, I am bearish on the markets. Monthly chart, same thing. They did actually close it above the 123.43 area on the monthly close, but we did not get above this trend line up here. So we got to wait for another month through October. Let's see where this goes. Earnings are coming up, so it should be an interesting month coming up with some big earnings reports. Monthly chart, IWM, not much to say. Qs. Qs, man, look at that. Almost closed it above that. Let's go to the daily, though, really quick. So daily chart, choppy, sloppy, down, sideways pattern. Again, still in a bullish stance. But let me tell you, at the all-time highs, and after all this consolidation, this thing should be blowing through these numbers. But they did close. Where did they close it today? Oh, a couple pennies underneath this high. So the high's still intact there. Still want to see it get above 120 and continue, but I just don't think it's in the cards. We need some. They fixed Deutsche Bank, and they fixed this, and they don't need a bailout, and this and whatever else they're lying to us. But here on the weekly, we had a good reversal. Just a little bit of follow through. Didn't close it above this high on the weekly close, so still telling me that's still a little bit weak. Moving up on no volume. Same crap, different week. Monthly chart, they never closed it above this tail. So technically strong above the old all-time high. They closed it, but did not confirm on the monthly. So I'm thinking this still has a good chance of possibly moving down. DIA. DIA, same thing, got above. Actually, that's the monthly. Same thing as the SPY, pretty much identical. Choppy, sloppy. They tried popping it up, brought it right back in. 2 days, 1 day, 1 day. So it was 2 days up, 2 days down, 2 days up, 1 day down, 1 day up, 1 day down, 1 day up. Woo, we're having fun here. But look at it, look at this. I mean, this thing's just starting to fall apart here. We're still above the 20 MA. 50 MA is curling, so we'll see if we can get below this. They still got it above the trend line. That's their saving grace. Let's go back to the SPY real quick. Oops. Wrong one. Wrong one. Holy cow. Same thing. They're keeping it above the trend line. That's their saving grace to these markets. Gosh, I got my fat finger going on today, guys. So right now we're just chopping and slopping. Let's see if we can get down here. But a bearish pattern below the 50 MA, closed above. So its stance is neutral, but I still think we're in a bearish inside bar that could possibly go lower. This proves it here. Weekly bearish inside bar, retraced up to the 618. Now just chopping around. Need a couple more weeks of consolidations before we move down, unless we move down right away. But if we move down right away, say next week or the week after that, the consolidation wasn't that strong, so we're going to hit some support areas, and we're going to probably get another technical bounce. If we consolidate for another, all the way through October, oh geez, and if that pattern plays out, this one here on the weekly, then we could definitely go down to maybe the 166 area, maybe even fill this gap down in here. That's if this thing goes sideways for another 4 or 5 weeks. Only if that. 3 weeks of consolidation just doesn't give it to me. But markets can fall, and when they do, they're going to tank. Monthly basis, we closed above this little tail here on this doji candle. So still technically, still a little bit on the bullish side. But again, a lot of these patterns fail at highs. And when these things fall, you want to catch that fall. IWT, which is the transports, they actually closed it above the 20 MA. This is a bullish pattern. They actually got it to run, and we did close over 8,000 on the Dow Jones Transports itself. So technically, well, I should say until we get above this again, 145.87 or 145.67 area, down, sideways, bearish pattern, I think we're heading down still. And I want to see this 8,000 level hold. Every time it gets there, they drop it right back. But again, lagging indicator. Maybe this one makes a run for the, for the roses. We're going to go right into this double top, right around 150 or so, 151. Let's see if we can get there, because this is pretty good bullish consolidation. We did close above this little trend line here. So next week, it better close above this pink line. Then we can confirm and possibly move up to 150, 151. If this does not confirm, I think we'll reverse right down and start slamming through these moving averages, and then we're definitely going down to about 125.93 or so, maybe lower. Monthly chart, same thing. Got above the 20 MA, got above the 750 retrace, but now we're heading for that 146, then ultimately the 150, 151 area up in here. Let's see how this thing reacts next week, or does it just reverse and go straight down? Not really sure, but we're going to keep an eye on that. And now that the monthly chart has closed, we can try to figure out which way this goes next month. But right now, strong stance. We'll see if it goes up. But actually, since it's been lagging, it's not that strong. This thing should be leading, guys. And that's the bottom line. I've been telling you that in the videos every day. USO, our favorite, always moving up on news. So we got above that trend line. Oh, no, we didn't. Now we closed right on top of it. We hit the 750 Fibonacci again. This high pivot again. Could not get above it. Let's see next week if we could close above this trend line and possibly keep going to fill the next gap right around the 1136 area there. Weekly chart. Weekly chart. Oh, did we close above? No, we 1090. Oh, maybe. Right on top. Jeez. Let me see if I could pull. Where's my show window? That's supposed to be there. Show window. I don't know where it's at. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I want to see where this thing's closed. I don't know where my tracker is. Hold on now. All right, let me pull up my weekly over here then. I don't have anything over there either. Seriously? Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. I don't know where I can't pull up my display tracker here. But anyways, it looks like we closed right on top of the 50 and the 20 MA here. Let's zoom in on this one. Oh man, yeah, we closed above the 50 it looks like, and we closed below the 20. So technically, I want to see it close. I want to see a definitive close above that area. Right now, we're right into it. So that's kind of suspect to me. We're trying to get above this trend line. We did fill this one here at the $11 area. So right now, I still think we're going down on this one. Monthly chart, same thing. This is why choppy, sloppy, bearish consolidation, inside bar until it gets above that inside bar around 1184. This thing's stuck down in here in the mud. I still think on a sell-off we're going to 646. Daily chart too, look at that. So we're above that trend line, or we closed right on it. Yeah, so really, you know, in the 750, just can't get through that. We're going to see what happens next week. All right, guys, that's it for me today. And hopefully you're enjoying these videos. I am going live every so often. I'm going to possibly have like a schedule, or I'll schedule it like an hour before. I'd like to get more people joining me so we could go over more charts. And maybe some of you guys are seeing some stuff out there too, like head and shoulders, bullish patterns, bearish patterns. I could take a look at them, and we could possibly put more trades out there and make more money, because that's what it's all about, guys. All right, thanks for watching my videos. God bless. See you on the charts.